Good morning, everyone. It is Courtney and my cat. I thought that it would be fun if today I showed you some of my knits. So, whew, sorry, the light there really changed. I've got about 5 of my knitted pieces laid out on my bed, and I'm wearing one of them, and that is because I just had a wash session yesterday on Thanksgiving of all days. I thought, what the perfect time to show some of my newer viewers that maybe haven't seen this era of the channel some of the knitting that I was doing. Most of these pieces were completed in 2024 with the exception of one. So let's start with the one that was completed most recently. This sweater here, ooh, it's still wet. It is a DK weight. Hold on.
This sweater is made with DK weight, mostly hand-dyed yarn. Actually, I think this yarn is all hand-dyed. Even some of the yarns have been hand-dyed by me back when I was doing that in my apartment before I moved, just briefly with some materials I had around the house. The pattern is the Whatever Sweater by Julie Knits in Paris. I discovered this sweater pattern thanks to Knitty Natty's video last year. She mentioned it being great for advent sets, and I didn't have an advent at the time, but I had lots of mini skeins. I'm using my hand to cover this lower portion because I really wish I'd stopped before going into the final section. But what can I do? I guess I could rip it back. We'll see.
Sometimes ripping back a sweater, that may not be something that we want to do. For example, me, that's not something that I've ever done before. I've never like finished a project and been like, you know what I'm gonna do now? Make it better. And that's something that Natalie of Knitty Natty does a lot. So I don't know, like, I don't mean to like compare my knitting and her knitting. Clearly, she's a lot more experienced though, so I think her philosophy is that she spent all this time making it, so she definitely wants to have something that fits her the way that she wants it to fit. I'm still super excited for this sweater to finish drying so that I can wear it. Here we have our wettest item. This item is made with bamboo pop sock, so it's a blend of bamboo and cotton that I purchased in 2024 from Universal Yarns. The pattern is the Seacrest tee from Ashley Lillis. And as you see here, there's definitely some self-striping properties going on that look a little different over here where I had separated for the sleeves versus here where it's knit continuously in the round. When I first started knitting, I really had to build up the skill and technique necessary to feel confident getting into socks. I'm so glad that I did. Of course, after I first made my initial pair of socks, I realized that I was knitting with twisted stitches, and actually I shouldn't give myself too much credit. Somebody had to point it out to me, and I am forever thankful that this person did. Anyways, these are some of the first socks, if not, I think this pair might be the first pair of socks that I made with correct stitches. Correct meaning not twisted. Each of these pairs of socks use the same pattern, which is simple socks or Westknit simple socks, I believe. I'll link it down below. And it is, as the name suggests, a pattern by the great Stephen West. And it's one of his free patterns, so you guys can go on to Ravelry and give it a download if you'd like. I really love this yarn that I used here. My husband actually got it for me. It was for Mother's Day, maybe 6 months after we got married, and it's just the most beautiful yarn. It's from Mustard Makes, made by Mustard, and I believe they are a designer based in the UK. Another of the items that I washed yesterday is actually the shirt that I am wearing. This is the Luminous tee from Yamagara, and like most of the items featured in today's video slash yesterday's wash session, I actually made this in 2024. That's when I was doing more knitting, and that was also when the twisted stitches issue got corrected, thankfully. Before I put this on this morning, when I was still in my PJs, I thought I'd just take a little video because I knew that I wanted to show this to you guys in the video that I was making, and here's the pants that I'm wearing with it. Since we're talking about knits, I thought I'd show you one more knitwear item. I also made this item in 2024, and the pattern is Boneyard Shawl from Stephen West. I'm feeling like this really is so lovely, and I can't believe that I haven't taken it out or tried to wear it in kind of a really long time. Beautiful. Well, everyone, thanks so much for joining me in this video. I think we're gonna leave this video off for here, and I'll see you in another one real soon. Bye! Have a great day!